Millions of people work hard their entire lives, yet never feel truly financially free. But despite working harder every year, they remain stuck in the same cycle, living paycheck to paycheck with just better-looking bills. It's the system that keeps people busy earning money, without ever building real wealth. At first, this lifestyle feels like progress, because having a job, a monthly salary, and the ability to manage expenses gives a strong sense of stability and control over life, and in many ways, this is exactly what society encourages people to achieve. The income increases slightly, the expenses increase more than expected, responsibilities grow faster than income, and despite working harder every year, the financial situation often remains almost unchanged in any meaningful way. It's that most people are taught to trade time for money, while the wealthy focus on building assets, multiple income streams, and long-term ownership. Let's break it down deeply and practically. 10. The middle class trap is a time-based income system. The core reason people remain stuck in the middle class is not because they are doing something wrong, but because their entire financial system is built around time-based income, where money is earned only when time is spent working. This means every financial result is directly tied to personal effort, hours, energy, and physical presence. And because time is limited, income automatically becomes limited as well. This structure creates a life where survival is guaranteed, but freedom remains out of reach. 9. Why stability slowly becomes a financial limitation. Stability is often seen as a positive thing, and in the early stages of life, it truly is important, because it helps people avoid chaos, manage responsibilities, and maintain basic financial order. However, over time, stability can quietly turn into limitation when it becomes the only financial strategy. Because when income only grows slightly faster than expenses, there is no real surplus left for investment, business creation, or wealth-building activities. And without surplus capital or scalable systems, financial growth naturally slows down or completely stops. This is how comfort slowly becomes a cage. 8. The real reason income never breaks out of a certain level. Most people assume that income grows automatically with experience, but in reality, income only grows significantly when value, leverage, or ownership is introduced into the system. If income is only dependent on time and effort, then growth remains linear and predictable. This is why many people work for 10, 15, or even 20 years and still remain within a relatively similar financial range, because the structure of income has not changed, only the duration of effort has increased. Without changing the system, results remain the same. 7. The first real break. Increasing your earning capacity. The first real step out of the middle class trap is not cutting expenses or saving aggressively. It is increasing your earning capacity beyond your current financial ceiling. This happens when you develop skills or capabilities that allow you to earn more than what a fixed salary system can offer. Because once your income potential expands, you are no longer trapped within one financial limit. You gain room to grow, experiment, and invest in your future. And this is where transformation begins, not in savings, but in income expansion. 6. Why skills are the foundation of financial escape. Skills are the foundation of financial freedom because they determine how much value you can create in the marketplace, and value is what directly translates into money in the real world. Unlike savings, which only preserve wealth, skills generate wealth by allowing you to solve problems, provide services, or create outcomes that others are willing to pay for. And the more valuable your skill becomes, the less dependent you are on fixed income systems. This is why people who focus on skill building often move ahead financially much faster than those who only focus on saving. 5. The shift from active income to scalable income. One of the most important transformations in escaping the middle class trap is moving from active income, where you must work for every unit of money, to scalable income, where income can grow without a proportional increase in effort. Active income is limited by time. Scalable income is limited only by systems, reach, and demand. This is why digital skills, online businesses, and investment-based income models play such an important role in modern financial freedom. Because scalability is what breaks financial ceilings. 4. Why most people never build a second income stream. Even though most people know they should have multiple income sources, very few actually build them because they feel overwhelmed, uncertain, or too busy with their primary job. But the truth is that escaping financial limitation does not require quitting your job immediately. It requires building something small alongside it that can grow over time. A second income stream is not about replacing your job instantly, but about slowly reducing dependency on a single source of income. And once that dependency breaks, financial pressure begins to decrease significantly. 3. The role of investing in breaking the cycle. Investing is often misunderstood as something only wealthy people do, but in reality, it is one of the most important tools for breaking out of financial stagnation. Because investing allows money to grow independently of time-based labor, introducing the concept of passive or semi-passive financial expansion. Even small investments, when done consistently, begin to create a gap between people who only earn and people who let their money grow. And over time, that gap becomes extremely significant. 2. Building systems instead of trading time. The final and most powerful shift is moving from trading time for money to building systems that generate money continuously. These systems can include businesses, digital platforms, automated services, content channels, or investment portfolios that continue producing results even when you are not actively working. Because systems are what separate survival income from freedom income. Once you build systems, your financial life is no longer fully dependent on your personal effort every single day. 1. The fastest real path out. The core truth. The fastest way to escape the middle-class trap is not a single action, but a structured transformation that happens in stages. First, you increase your earning potential through high-value skills. Second, you create at least one additional income source outside your main job. Third, you begin investing consistently to build long-term financial growth. And finally, you start building systems that reduce dependency on active work. Because financial escape is not a moment, it is a process of replacing limitation with scalability, one layer at a time. And once these layers begin to stack, financial freedom stops being a distant dream and starts becoming a structured outcome. So when you step back and look at the full reality, it becomes clear that the middle-class trap is not a permanent condition. It is simply a result of relying too long on a single income system that is based on time instead of scalability. And if you can stay consistent long enough to build those layers, your financial future will no longer be defined by your job, it will be defined by your structure. And if you found this video valuable, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join a community focused on financial growth, smart skills, and long-term financial freedom. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.